Welcome to today's Daily Dose, where you can get your daily dose of motivation and inspiration. I'm Eric Watson, entrepreneur and business leader, and it is my mission to help as many people as I can in the areas of wealth, wellness, and winning. And if I can touch but one with my daily dose, my job is done. Welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Eric Watson, here to give you your daily dose of motivation and inspiration. And I will say, as I say each and every day, I am yet again blessed to be blessed on today, the greatest day of my life. And some of you may ask, why is today of all days the greatest day of your life, Eric? And I'll tell you why. It's because today is the most recent occurrence whereby I've been allowed to get up out of bed, take yet another breath, walk amongst the living, but more importantly, share with each and every one of you. And I truly feel that my ability to share is a blessing. I don't take it for granted. And I hope and pray each and every day that someone will be positively impacted by something that is said today. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get into today's Daily Dose. The quote for today is by a gentleman named Anthony Robbins. OK, Anthony Robbins. And for those who do not know, Anthony Robbins is an American author, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and life coach. Robbins is known for his infomercials, seminars, and self-help books, including Unlimited Power and Awaken the Giant Within. All right. And what Anthony Robbins said was, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Again, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Wow. Okay. So I'll ask this question. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you could do better if? I could do better if I was in a better situation, circumstance, or whatever the case may be. You could do better if you were in a better environment. All right. A better place. You felt like you could do better if you felt like if my surroundings weren't holding me back, I could be whatever it is, a superstar in whatever you do, right? Well, is it truly your circumstance that's holding you back? Is that what's holding you back? Or is it the situation? Is it the situation that you're in? Is that what's keeping you from being successful? Or is it you? Is it you? All right. How many stories have you heard of people who have come from terrible situations, terrible circumstances? People who have come from situations that are far worse than anything you and I may ever encounter, right? People who come from situations like that and they've gone on to be successful in their endeavors. Have you heard many stories like that? I know I've heard plenty. OK, I think sometimes people use that as an excuse to cover their fears. But these people who were successful realized that it is in the decisions and not in their circumstance. OK. And, you know, again, people use that as a crutch or as an excuse. And they say, I would be great if I weren't in this circumstance. I could do better if I weren't in this particular situation. But is it necessarily the situation or the circumstance that holds us back? Or is it us? I think it's in the decisions and not the circumstance. All right. Now, our mindset, we are wired to be the sum total of our experiences, right? We base what we think. We base our mindset off of what we have experienced, what we've seen, what we have gone through. Okay. However, if we learn to have faith in the unseen and we base our decisions off of the possibilities of what we could achieve, I think we would make much better decisions about how to go about achieving those things that we thought we could not achieve because we'd never seen it before. That's what holds us back, is because we've never done something, we've never seen it done, so we don't think it's possible. So we hold ourselves back and we make decisions based off of what we know and what we've seen, not the faith that we have in the possibilities of what can be. All right. It's a mindset thing. And we have to realize it is this decision and not the circumstance. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I come from the worst environment possible. All right. Just a little bit about me. I grew up with a mother who loved me. I grew up with a mother who provided for me. She provided for me so much that she worked multiple jobs. And, I was considered a latchkey kid, and I did a lot of things on my own. Right. I eventually grew up to live with a father who was a drug addict. Right. He was a recovered heroin addict. OK. And he taught me a lot about life. All right. So I was a only child in a single parent household, son of a drug addict. I could have blamed my situation on a lot of bad decisions that I could have made. Right. I could have blamed a lot on my situation and just said, you know what? I'm a statistic. I'm going to be a statistic, and that's just what it is. I could have blamed my situation on a lot of things that happened to me in general. But I knew I could do better. I knew it. I knew down inside that I could do better. I made better decisions throughout my life that have allowed me to be successful in many respects. OK, did I make all great decisions? No. I've had my knucklehead moments, and people who have grown up with me can attest to that fact. Right. But I never let my circumstance hold me back. Never. I decided I was going to go to college. Now, my parents kind of helped with that decision, but it was a decision I made to better myself, better my situation, better my circumstance. I decided to further my career at whatever point, in spite of setbacks. All right. It wasn't the circumstance. It was the decisions that I made that allowed me to be who I am. All right. Now, I'll say, if anyone gets anything out of this today, if you get anything out of this today, I want you to understand that your circumstance does not dictate your future. You're not trapped in your situation, whatever it may be. All right. You can plan. You can make decisions that will help you better yourself along the way. Make those decisions, set an action plan, and act on it. All right. You can change the trajectory of your life. All right. Be a product of your decisions, not your circumstance. And I will read that quote once again. It's a very powerful quote by Tony Robbins. And he said, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Let me hear from you. I want to know what you think. You can reach me on Facebook at Mr. Eric Watson, MrEricWatson, or on Instagram at Mr. Eric Watson, or on Twitter at Mr. Eric Watson. Let me know what you think about your personal situation and how you've gotten around your circumstance based on your decisions. All right. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. All right. With that, I wish everyone a blessed and prosperous day. Everyone go out, be safe. And with that, I'm gone. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me for today's Daily Dose. I hope you were able to get something out of it, because again, if I can touch but one, my job is done. Everyone have a blessed and prosperous day.